Hello and happy Valentine's Day. This is Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you will subscribe. I hope that you have wonderful plans for this Valentine's Day. Even if they're not romantic plans, I hope that you have crafty plans and plans to treat yourself because I have some wonderful things to share with you today. This video is sponsored by Digital Paper Shop and specifically her floral bundle of papers. There are over 2,000 papers in this bundle, very reasonably priced. I want to say it's under $20, super reasonably priced. And I have used some of them in these journals that I've put together. I'm going to bind them here on the video and then offer the link below so you could purchase either one of them. I've used coloring book pages on the front, not from her, and I have little scraps here. These don't go with the journals, but I'm just showing you just ideas of how you can use coloring book pages in your journals and how pretty they are if you color them with markers. So this is a color your own journal. I've done a front and a back. Front and a back, this one's slightly smaller. And we're going to bind it in just a minute. And then after I bind it, I'll show you her pages in there. And I just thought I would chat with you while I'm binding these books together and just see what you guys are doing this Valentine's Day. If you could let me know in the comments below, I'd love to hear what you guys do crafty-wise on Valentine's Day. For me, it's just a normal day in the shop. I'm trying to get orders out, but I am having problems with my printer. This saga of the printer. If I am trying to up my game as far as print quality and printed kits go. That's really part of the direction that I want my shop to go, is digital prints of my digitals and things like that. I will still do the marketplace is a huge part of my shop, as well as of course journals and supplies that I make. But I definitely am moving very strongly into the printed side of things, and I want to be able to offer you the best quality I can, and that can be a little bit of a journey and a little bit difficult sometimes. If you guys are Etsy shop owners, you probably feel me. I know, like my friend Ellie, she prints, and we were talking the other day how, you know, our printers were not cooperating. So there's just some days they don't. And if you don't have backup printers or the correct printers, your shop can get behind and go down. And so it's no fun when you get behind because you spend all afternoon trying to print out one thing. That has happened to me, and it is not fun. So sometimes when your order is late from an Etsy shop, it's because our equipment isn't working. And we're trying our best. So thank you for your patience. We all appreciate it. But yeah, so the story of my printer. I bought a wide format Epson Workforce printer because I thought, yo, I can print 12 by 12s like scrapbook paper, yay. Practically, I just don't really do that. I played around with it and I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then I just don't use it because I cut down my 12 by 12s anyway. So I just don't use that feature. It is a beast of a printer, and I voided the warranty immediately like I do with almost all my printers, because what I do is I use generic ink in them to save money. I buy it from eBay. I bought refillable cartridges, and it is a pain in the behind, I will say. Many, I mean, you have to do research. You have to know what you're doing. Oh my gosh, so difficult. And some printers, like the HP that I have, I tried to do the refillable cartridges with that and failed miserably because for some reason HP doesn't allow the chips on the generic refillable cartridges. And, yeah, that printer is getting recycled today. So, oh gosh, I also have a laser printer. And the first time I used it, I absolutely loved it. The problem is, even if you buy generic toner refills, it is still fairly expensive compared to the Epson Eco Tanks. I had an Eco Tank and used it well past its usability window. Used it till it died and I could use it no longer. But I bought a laser printer because I thought I really need to improve my printing speeds. So I did. And yeah, the toner, you go through it really quickly, and then you have to buy more. And it's just frustrating to have to spend that much on ink or toner. So I decided to figure out a hack and refill my own toner. It is possible, but it is also a mess. I hate breathing in the fumes. I'm too lazy to wear gloves. I make a mess all over the kitchen counter. You have to unscrew things every time. So you have to find the screwdriver, unscrew things. Oh, I unscrewed the wrong side. Oh, I put it back on. Oops. How do I do that again? I can't tighten the screw. Oh my goodness. And so it is so irritating for me. I am not that, I want just plug and play, drop and go, whatever. I don't want to deal with messy, possibly toxic powder and screwdrivers every time I need to add more toner. So needless to say, I've been using that printer less and less and less and less and less and less and less until it sat there unused for weeks. And I thought this thing is a beast, and it's sitting there unused is not helping me at all. So I bucked up last week and put on my big girl Crafty panties, the ones that are bedazzled with glue gun and rhinestones. Not really. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood today. Oh, it's the stress. And so I refilled the toner, made a huge mess, and it's still, the print quality is okay for junk journals. Like, I don't have a problem with using some of it in my journals. But when you're trying to sell professional prints, and I'm trying to get better and better at selling professional prints, it kind of stinks. And so I'm using it just to print the black and white labels right now, and that kind of stinks. So I'm down to just one printer that hiccups and coughs a lot, and it can take me all afternoon when it decides to not cooperate. So I'm going to Staples today. They have 30% off the Eco Tanks. I can get the business model, the 4750, for 30% off. And then if I bring in my old HP that isn't working, then I should be able to get $50 additional off of that. So 30% off plus $50 is pretty good. And oh man, I debated, do I want to go with a lower model and save money? But I need borderless printing, faster printer speeds. I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get you guys good prints. I'm also going to be changing the way I print my kits and I'm going to print the ephemera on better paper. Just really going to be upping my game, and I'm so excited to be sharing with you those things. I just finished 2 digital kits, what she wore and what he wore. They're vintage fashion kits. I'm going to bundle them together as well. They're going to be printed on new paper, hopefully. Hopefully, they're going to be amazing, and I can't wait to share that with you sometime in the next few days to a week. So enough with that. That's my crazy Valentine's going on. Everything that's going on. I'm going to give myself a printer for Valentine's Day. Yay! So anyway, that was a mouthful. Let's get back to what these journals. They're basic journals. And this one's just slightly smaller. I think this is 5.5 by 8.5. And so this one is probably 8.5 by 5. And look at that. Look at how pretty those are. These are just from, I think it's a coloring book I got at Walmart, like an adult coloring book. It's a really nice cardstock. That would be so pretty to doodle on and just like use your pens or your markers or your sprays. And then I'm going to flip through it and show you. So what I've done is I've taken scrapbook paper and I've cut it down, and then I've printed on the other side digital paper shops floral prints, and some of them. And so they're really pretty. I just wanted floral by floral by floral, and you can use that. This is hers. This is scrapbook paper. This is hers. This is scrapbook paper. So you can see it just goes so well. Here's a little bag from Above Par Crafts. Some textured cardstock. Let's see if I can get this right. Yeah, this is cardstock. This is scrapbook paper. This is her paper. This is so pretty. Can't you see this all in spring themed journals? I only used a few of her pages. Like I said, over 2,200 different pages. I believe this is hers, and then this is the cardstock. Get confused. And then there's some vintage garden pages. Some really nice, like, drawing, kind of like a drawing paper. Another coloring book page, a book page. This is like a reproduction 50s fabric, 1950s fabric. And then the other sides of everything. So these are not expensive. They're on embellished. They're just bright and cheery for springtime. And they're just showcasing that you guys need to go over to Digital Paper Shop and buy her floral collection, because you can add it to so many different things. So here is the slightly shorter one, and scrapbook paper. And this is a dark green, and this is a bright green. Okay, so we have scrapbook paper, and then this is hers. How pretty. And you could fussy cut those flowers out. Scrapbook paper, Digital Paper Shop, scrapbook paper, Digital Paper Shop, another bag, scrapbook, Digital Paper Shop, garden pages, coloring book pages. This is hers. Look at how pretty those colors are. So pretty. This is hers, this is hers, and this is hers. So very pretty. I guess you could really open that either way. So these two are for sale in my shop. You can click the link below to purchase these. They're called Color Your Own Journals, and I thought that would be really fun for you to color your own covers. So, I talked a lot in this video, so now it's your turn. Just fill those comments up with your thoughts today. It can be, you know, what you have planned for Valentine's Day, what you're working on, your favorite printer, you know, whatever you want to talk about. I'll see you all in the next video, because I'm heading to Staples, and then hopefully I will have enough time to stop by Chick-fil-A before I get home. Whenever I deal with new printers and all this sort of thing, I just get stressed to the max, and I need some Chick-fil-A to calm me down. So, and then I have to pick my boys up from school. They're having a Valentine's party at lunchtime, so they're super excited. Fun days, fun times, and I hope you're having a lovely day as well.